Hello and welcome back to the U Up podcast. I'm Jordana Abraham.
And I am Jared Freed. It is so good to be back here with you, Jordana. How are you? What's going on? What's the haps?
I'm great. I am fresh. I'm going to say off because I'm in the middle of hosting my entire family.
So I was going to ask you, but like I kind of, look, I'll let people behind the scenes here. When we walk in, I just kind of walk in like a toddler who doesn't stop talking. Like I kind of like, and this happened. And like when I walk in at Betches, it's just like a constant complaint. And then we sit down and I was like about to ask about you. And then I was like, we do you on the show.
Yes.
Yeah.
We do you on the show too.
I know, but
yeah.
I'm just saying like, I was like, I just came to realize I was like, I haven't asked one question. And I do want to know, how's it going with how many people at your house?
Well, it's been a little bit of a revolving door, but this week from Friday to Sunday, there were 10 people staying at my house.
And that's like, that fits in like just the bathroom alone. You could probably fit 7.
That's one
10
closet. 10 people
is a lot of people in your home.
That's what Mike says.
Is there like a reward system in a relationship? Like this is a dating and a relationship podcast. Like
sure.
I we'll get to that at some point. But I wonder, like that is kind of hacky, but I'm like, it does make sense.
It is like it is a thing. I think it is a little quid pro quo. You do want a little bit of a sense of like, all right, like you are doing someone a solid by letting 10 members of their family stay in your house.
Right. There is
10 days.
Right. But there is the attitude that the attitude of someone could be, well, it's our family. And you're like, well, not really. Like, I don't want 10 people in my home.
Right.
Like nobody wants 10 people in their home.
Yes. And I mean, again, let's.
You don't want these 10 people in your home. Let's get one thing clear. Jordana's being nice.
Well,
there are moments where you love that everyone's there.
I think it's here's the thing. If I'm being honest about it, the overall experience I love and I'm happy I did it, and I'll be happier I did it when everyone leaves.
Right.
I think there, like you said, there's moments where I'm like, this is awesome. We're all like playing games, like hanging out. All the cousins are,
like you feel like your heart's getting a hug. Like I'm sure there's a warmth to that is like you can't describe.
Yes, and then there's another moment,
indescribable, undescribable. Okay,
and then there's other moments where I'm like, whose fucking socks are on my kitchen island? Like you guys are animals.
Fucking gross.
You guys are animals.
I mean, don't say that to our audience.
Kids.
Someone got mad at me for touching the bottom of my shoe and then touching my mouth.
I saw that. Was that YouTube comment?
Yeah, there's a YouTube comment. I was like, you guys see everything. What do you guys? The police? Okay. But a sock on the kitchen island.
Well, I'm like,
that's a kid move.
Whose socks are right? And here's the thing, because it's like
that's a boy move.
Day 2, I'm like, these aren't my kids. I can't really like yell at them. By day like 5, I'm like, whose fucking socks are these? Get them out of my face.
Jordana's got one over her knees, spanking the kid. What the fuck happened to Auntie JoJo?
No, that would be if they.
No more Auntie JoJo. It's Mrs. Abraham, the creator of Betches.
That would. Honestly, if there had been here an additional week, that might have been how things panned out.
Not even with a pool and a solarium and a squash ball court and a separated house can you feel comfortable.
Listen,
I can't imagine.
You've had roommates. Mm-hmm. I think nothing makes you like see the dark side of anyone than living with them.
Yeah, you see it all. There's you get who they are. Yes. So you're probably like getting to know your nieces and nephews in
which
quite
is nice.
a different way, which is nice.
Right.
And awful.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. The whole thing is wonderful. I'm so happy I did it. It's also a lot.
Well, it is a lesson for life. All of these things are just like metaphors for life. Like if you want the good, you got to work for the good. If you want a relationship with your nieces and nephews and your aunts and uncles, you got to have times where you're like, I fucking hate these people. Right. You got to put in the work.
Right.
Yeah.
Because if you only see the pot, like them at their best moments, you don't really know them.
I
haven't really seen this tantrum.
Right. I did. Oh, I thought you were the good one. No, you're the piece of shit. So
that's exactly how the conversations went. Yeah.
How have there been activities?
Yeah, I've been doing.
How do you cook? What do you do?
We do
What's
a
the
lot
food?
of ordering in, going out. Also, again, people are doing their own thing as well.
They have New York connections that they can kind of like go on their own.
They rented cars.
That's
So,
huge.
Yes.
Renting a car.
Yes.
Huge.
So they're like in and out. They're not like, you know what I mean? I'm not being asked to like drive anyone anywhere or like borrow the car
right.
or like the additional cars was key. I planned some stuff. We did, we've had some pool days. We went to the beach. We tried to play tennis and then it started raining.
I was just thinking, you must see a storm cloud and you're like, fuck no.
Not everyone inside. Yeah.
Right. That's like the worst case. When it's nice out, people are outside, you swim.
Well, I understand like the idea of the basement having like a
finished basement.
A finished, but like not fragile, delicate basement.
Right.
Somewhere where you can literally just throw children downstairs to like destroy things.
Right.
And I literally would be like, whenever there'd be like upstairs, I see someone bouncing a basketball on my new hardwood floors. And I was like, why? You know what would be fun? Why don't you guys go down to the basement?
Right. You live long enough to become a mom.
Right.
You are.
Why don't
my
you guys
mom.
get the
my new hardwood floors? I could hear her saying it, but louder.
I'm having a little bit of it, but it's like not. But if it's your kid on the hardwood floors, you can be like, "What are you doing?"
Right.
But it's not. I'm not. If your uncle screamed that at you, you'd be like, "Fucking
what the fuck's going on?"
Right?
I thought that was my fun uncle.
Right?
Yeah.
He's supposed to be a nice guy.
I don't know. I kind of like. I think you're getting to know them.
Yeah, but it is interesting with to bring it back to relationships. Like it is.
So do you say to Mike like is there like a lot of like at night like thank you for doing this?
Yes.
Like I would assume that.
Yes.
Like
there was a lot of thank you. There was a moment where I was like, could you be in a better mood?
Hey, pick up the energy, buddy. Come on, I need a little bit more out of you. You do need him to like.
I'm like, okay. I'm like, go take
perform.
Well, that's what I said. I'm like, you go take your breaks. You don't have to be here the whole time. But when you're like around everyone, like, let's like pick up the
bring it.
Let's bring a fun attitude.
Right, bring a little energy.
Yeah,
you got. It's your home. We're entertaining.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, there is I can understand his side on that. I get your side.
Yeah.
Like, hey, we're doing this.
Right.
We're in it.
No, and that's a lot. I totally understand that it's. I wouldn't do 10 days with anyone's family, which is even. So I'm asking him to do something I wouldn't do.
I want to make sure we get the crossover event of the century. Dr. Naomi's known on this platform. Is it cool watching her be a mom? Is there things that you're noticing from her and her husband, like Jeff? Are they?
Yeah.
Do you watch their relationship and kind of look at it differently now that you've had this 10-day trip, or you know new notes?
I think they've stayed with us before, so I've kind of gotten the sense of it. But yeah, you get a sense of the like how where they work well, where they're better off dividing and conquering,
right?
That kind of thing. I mean, they've got 3 kids, so it's like also she does like some therapy sessions from the house, so he's got to like entertain the kids while they're doing that.
Thank God you have the 3rd office.
It's only an office for me and an office for Mike,
and an office for the dog for
and Mike and an office for Ronnie.
For Ronnie.
Yes. Oh well,
How's
Ronnie was a
Ronnie
whole other
been?
thing. Ronnie has been great and also very
For those
annoying.
new listeners, Ronnie's Jordana's
His
new dog.
Yes.
A
Now
puppy.
he's 6 months old.
Still a puppy.
He's still a puppy. Here's the thing. He's still a puppy. I think he's adorable and extremely handsome. But he has gotten out of that phase where you're just like, oh my God, this is like a little stuffed animal, the cutest thing I've ever seen.
Right. It's worn its welcome.
And his sometimes his antics are not as cute as they were when he was like a little smaller.
Yeah.
So he was he's both I think he thinks he's one of the kids. Like they would all be playing and he'd be like up there with them.
Yeah.
Not realizing that he's a dog
He's
and
a
not
dog.
them. But then he'd be like jumping on my little 4-year-old nephew. And I'm like, and he's like, freaking out a little bit.
The nephew's probably scared.
Yeah. He's like bigger than him.
Yeah.
So I could see that. But then now the most annoying thing about everyone being here, the most annoying thing is that the dog has extreme FOMO. So he'll be waking up at 5:30 a.m. to barking to see if anyone's up to hang out with him because he's
oh my God.
So into
it's very cute to hear about, but not so cute to live with.
No, cute to hear about, and then when it's happening, I'm like, I've got to rehome this dog. I need to sleep. It's the
Get him out!
The rehome moments are things you think about, and then you feel ashamed of them later. Because I wouldn't actually do it, but I was
Right.
I can't do this for the rest of your life. I mean, I'm gonna outlive you, hopefully. I'm I can't do this for the rest of your life. You've got to wake up later. I can't do this.
Right.
Yeah.
It's your like, your own weakness. You're like, man, I really was close to like just
right in the
giving up.
darkest moment.
Yeah.
Do you ever have a thing you have to like wake up super early for, and you're like, I guess you never had like maybe when you had your insurance job. Did you
Yeah.
ever have like a moment where you had to like wake up when you didn't want to wake up to go to work, where you were just like, I'm just
No,
gonna.
I can't relate.
I'd rather just almost quit than go to this job.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Than get up today to go out of this job.
I've had that, I think everyone has that, like that moment where you're at the edge of your bed and your like legs are over the side.
Right.
And you kind of do that deep breath of like,
do I need this?
I guess I'm doing this.
Right.
Yeah.
Could I go back to sleep and just say fuck this entire thing?
I have that when I wake up for flights.
I can see that.
Like,
right, why am I going to
Right. I just
Boise?
went to Spokane.
I could have just not. And I
Not
could have
to-
just slept in and not.
Well, I just went to Spokane. I had like a horrible flying day, a 12 and a half hour flying day to
lot.
get there. And then did 2 shows after the 12 and a half hour flying day.
Hardest working man in
And
America.
that's right.
Yeah.
But I did have that moment. I do have that when I wake up at like 4:30 a.m. to make the 6 a.m. flight. I kind of have that. I take a deep breath and then I'm like, let's go. But in that breath, it's a full on bodily, like,
right.
what the fuck?
It's when
Yeah.
you're like very tired. I think there's
Yeah.
a sense of, should I just get out of this whole thing that
Right.
I've committed to?
Where'd Jordana, where'd Aunt JoJo go? She just ran into the woods.
I just ran away. Never came
Said,
back.
I'm done here. Well, I'm happy the family's doing well. You're in it right now.
I'm in it right
when
now.
When do they leave?
There's 6 of them left.
6 people. 6 people's crazy to me. I especially as a guy who lives alone.
Yeah, they leave tomorrow. It's fun though. I mean, it's fun to again. It's fun when it's fun, and then like there's
I get
moments where I'm like, if you don't stop playing like cop and robber in my new pantry, like shaking my pantry door that I just put in, I'm gonna
Yeah.
like.
Yeah, the
But you have
kids
to figure
don't
out,
really
you
have
to
any.
figure out the verbiage of like
Right,
It's
how
like, and it's
important
always
it is
like
to
you
you.
bring yourself. No, but you also have to bring yourself into it when I'm trying to figure out how to phrase it. I'm like, let's not do this. Not don't do that. Like you have to be like, let's not.
Why?
Like,
I guess I'm
like
so
slam
far away
the door or whatever.
Well, I guess I wonder, like, would there ever be a time where Dr. Naomi would be like, Jordana, like, not like that?
She's probably thinking it.
Really?
I'd imagine.
Because I would just be like, I don't know. I guess. Well, in reference to parenting.
Right. Well, if she was thinking that, she should just say something to them instead of me.
Right. She should, why don't you parent your fucking kids? Yeah. I put online, and we were talking before we started about my mom. So my friend Keith, who's one of the owners.
Oh, it was his birthday, right?
It was Keith's birthday.
Someone had a big birthday party.
It's his wife
wife's
that
birthday.
I may or may not go by the time this
Oh,
airs.
sorry. Thought you've
That will
already
be
that.
decided. His wife's.
That's how tired you are for the flight.
So Keith, who owns Uptown Social in Charleston, if you've ever been to Charleston, like it's the
Great bar. Mike and I went when we were there. So fun.
He also has the new bar with Craig and Austin from
Oh.
By the Way. You know Craig and Austin from
Yeah.
Southern Charm?
Yeah.
By the way, I have to go see this place because it looks unbelievable.
Good name for a bar.
BTW. They basically, I think I'm not. This is my opinion, but I don't know. Don't quote me on this. I think they just took the Spaniard and they were like, put it in Charleston. Like they saw what the Spaniard did really well, which the Spaniard in New York. I love that bar. I think it's great. They basically did a version of that where it's like a higher end, good food. Like anyone who listens to this podcast would want to go to this bar. So he's got this huge bar empire, and he's got a little boy, and he went and showed him our summer. We went to camp together.
Yes.
So he took his little boy
In Maine.
In Maine.
That's where all the rich people send their kids.
I
I just read an article. Actually, I just read
really?
an article in the New Yorker about like how visiting day has become this whole like social media thing where the moms try to like one up each other.
I mean,
with,
that was always the case.
Right.
We used to play a game at camp.
But they were
called-
saying like the Pennsylvania camps are where the like trash from Long Island goes. And
Really?
the Maine camps are where like the real rich people go.
Well,
so it makes sense.
I'm not going to agree, but I'll agree. I would say,
I'm from Long Island, so I can say that.
Well, it's funny because before the internet, these things were all, things that we kind of joked about anyways.
Well, after I read this article, I looked up the price of every single camp that I could think of.
There's
Sorry.
no hiding anything anymore. That's why everyone hates each other.
Yes.
Like we used to just assume that your neighbors went on the same vacation as you. And now, nope, you get to see the Instagram stories of where your neighbors went on vacation, and you go, How the fuck do these people afford that vacation, right? That's why we all hate each other.
Yes.
Thank you, Mark Zuckerberg. So Keith goes to show his kid the camp. Like he brings his kid to the camp.
The elite mean camp.
The elite. Do
you want to name drop it or no?
Cedar, Camp Cedar. I mean, I have wonderful memories
You're
from
looking
there.
to kidnap Keith's kid.
If you're looking, that's where you go. Jordana always goes to the darkest version.
Sorry.
How about if you're looking to look up how much the camp costs?
Sorry, that's less dark.
That's less dark. You got kidnap Keith's kid.
And hold it and get
Keith,
ransom
we're
for
sorry.
a
If your
child.
kid gets kidnapped, that's the woman who did it, okay?
I planted the idea.
And so Keith went to show, and we worked there. We were counselors.
Okay.
I was,
Were you like a camp guy?
Yeah, I went from like 8 until 15, and then I took a summer off. I went on a teen tour. When is the other thing rich kids do
to go? Yeah, when is it sad to go back to camp? You think
it gets
after
sad.
what age?
Well, that's kind of the thing. It's
like fun, and then like weird.
You weigh it out every summer. You go, this is it.
Okay.
And then
you and the other 15-year-olds are like, it's getting weird.
When you're 18, you're like, should I get an internship? And then you're like,
could go back to
whatever.
camp.
I can go back to camp and have like a great time.
18's
And then you're
a little old.
And then you're 19. Well, there's counselors and and then you're 19. You're like, I should get an internship. And then you're like, what the fuck? I'll go back to camp. And then you're like, around 20, you're like, okay, come on. 21, and then you go back. I think I was 21 when I went back.
21?
Yeah, I think I was.
It's a little late.
Well, listen, that's what got me here. This is all those internships.
Fair.
Would have been a waste of fucking time.
I guess so.
I really liked working there. It was fun and met some really people I still keep in contact with today, and including Keith, who I went to college with. So
did you have campers that
campers that come to my shows? Really? They'll be like, "Oh my god!" It's
that's so funny.
It's very funny. They're like married. I'm the single.
I can't
loser.
imagine you in like an authoritarian camp counselor position.
I was a fun counselor. I was, I'm
Were
like
you
the
disciplining?
Uncle. No, I would fuck around. Like I'd like.
Okay, you were like the fun.
I don't know. Maybe I was a discipline. I don't know. I was always like everything was a joke to me. Like it was
Did
just
you have
like
a camp girlfriend.
there was female counselors at the camp, and you go out to
You're
the
like,
bars.
I wouldn't say we defined the relationship.
Right. We're not trying to get serious here. So but Keith went back and somehow got his hands on the survey they send to the parents to fill out about your kid.
Yeah.
So my mom filled out a survey of 8-year-old me. And on it asks if he eats any food or he's fussy about any
It seems like,
food.
did he have any like special dietary needs?
Right. And my mom, instead of just like writing the foods that I don't eat and just like NA, not applicable, she writes 0 foods that he won't eat. And then says writes in he loves food, ! Please watch him. That's what it says. She wrote it in.
Amazing.
Didn't ask for any commentary. Yeah. She had to give it. And I'm
watch
thinking,
him.
Right. This is like, and I'm like,
you and Ron.
That's how. Right. That's how you.
That's literally how I just would describe the dog. It's like he will eat anything. Please don't drop any food on the floor.
He will eat it from anywhere. Yeah. And you're like. And I'm like, man, everything makes sense. Like all my body issues. She's still telling me, watch yourself. I'm like, I'm 40. I'm getting this. Like nothing changes.
Right.
And you go, there's nothing wrong. You go, what's wrong with me? Well, I'm just what I am. This is just the paint splattered onto the wall, and that's what it is.
Right.
We're all just splotches of paint.
Indeed.
So if you want to hear more about my parents giving me body issues, I'm going to be in Denver this weekend. Denver. I've been known to sell out shows in Denver, and you guys are moving a little slow. So why don't we go to those tickies, assemble the group chat. I got a whole new set. So Denver, San Francisco, one of my favorite cities in the country.
Wow.
Providence, I'm coming to you. And then Winnipeg has been added to the calendar. I have never been to Winnipeg. Then I'm coming to Kansas City, Richmond. So, there's many, many more cities on my website, jaredfreed.com. So we have more YouTube exclusives coming, Jordana.
Yes.
And they're really good. We have one about dating tropes, all the stuff that people say to you and why they say it. And
we'll tell you if it's BS or if it's legit.
That's right. And then we have a travel blog. So we went to LA and we taped all the behind the scene footage, and it's going to come out on our YouTube channel. So get subscribed.
Check it out.
Listen, our ask of you is to like go touch it. Comment, subscribe, like all those things, because we're the goal with the YouTube is to entertain you first, and then for you to be so entertained that you hit that like button or comment and let us know what you thought, and if we're being honest, to find more people like you. We want the algorithm, we want Father Algorithm to look kindly on us and put us on that wave that finds other people that go, wow, this is a show that's been going on. Holy shit, I had no idea.
Yes.
So, so join the YouTube and go watch them and enjoy it. And they are extra from this. And before we get started, we have a very special episode coming out with Whitney Cummings. It's going to come out on a Friday Feels episode. So get ready, get subscribed to the YouTube. You're going to want to watch this one. Just a fun
episode.
Fun, wild episode from her home.
Yes, recording live.
We were there. We can't wait for you to listen. What are we talking about today?
All right. Well, first we want to share a fun story about someone using the summer dating challenge.
I love hearing this. I have been off the dating apps all summer. It has been...
Have you met anyone?
No.
Okay.
We talk a little bit about this on Benefits.
Yes.
About
which is
just...
out now.
It's out, and a little bit about, kind of my life and the travel and how do you get to know someone with, the schedule that I kind of keep. But the summer dating thing, I do feel that being off the dating apps has been a positive for my life. Mm-hmm. And going out with friends and connecting with people. All of these things, again, these are not viral pieces of advice. This isn't me telling you, this is no hot take.
Right, something super.
So I
crazy.
love hearing this email. Let's
read it. All right, J&J, Feather, love y'all, love the pod, been listening since 2021. Thank you for all the giggles. Writing in with a success story. I live in Nashville, and my parents are visiting me this weekend. I was supposed to meet them at 6:30 at a hotel rooftop bar, but my parents were stuck in traffic, and I ended up sitting at the hotel rooftop bar by myself for about 30 minutes. As I'm sitting there, I was like, wow, this is just what Jared said to do. I guess I should try to put my phone down-ish. That is what we said. We said, put your phone down-ish.
Ish. I get it.
I think we said you get 2 looks.
You get 2 looks.
Right.
This is why I love the audience. I get exactly what she's talking about.
Right.
I love it. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's almost less weird to put your phone down-ish than to put your phone down completely.
Right. To be sitting there darting your eyes around.
Right.
Yeah. It's a little
That's what
weird.
I do if I, for God forbid, had forgotten my phone somewhere. Then you're almost
right.
shaking
right.
like an addict. Okay.
Not that we're addicted.
No. So I'm staring out at the view when a guy approaches me, comments on the view, and we start talking.
He did the comment thing that we always talk about. Oh, the view's nice. And if you continue it, that's a swipe right.
Indeed.
I love it.
I gave him my number and we're setting up a date next week.
Yes.
Who is to say if this man is my future husband? But just goes to show you were onto something. Thinking I may start taking myself out for a cocktail and truffle fries once a week as a way to treat myself and meet some men in my area. Thanks for the summer challenge and appreciate all the wise words over the years. XOXO, a betch with a date.
You know what I find funny about this? And again, I love this person for writing in. I appreciate it. Is so hard to get people to take advice.
Indeed.
This is kind of what it shows me. This is someone who
she didn't
loves
even
it.
try to take it was like an accident.
I guess this is what Jared does.
Right.
Eye rolls. What do you, like.
But you're the same way.
I'm the same way. Right. We're all the same way. I'm reading this. As we're reading this, I like this person because I'm like, we're so like them.
Right.
Because I'm like, yeah, if someone was like, why don't you go to a bar and put your phone away and, kind of take in the room, I'd be like, fuck off, loser. I'd be so annoyed. But it's like, okay, let it sit in your body a little bit, chew on it. And it's like, even with her going like, yeah, I guess you had a point there. Oh, you think we had a point? Oh, really? We told you to put your phone away and look up and enjoy a view. Was it, like, it's not like we told you to, get naked in the bar and start going, hey, look at these titties. Like, that's not what we said.
Right. That's the winter challenge.
Right. Right. So
we'll get there.
Yeah, we'll get there. You get those nipples ready. So I know, but it's just so funny the languaging they're using of like, I guess you had a point with your healthy advice you gave.
Right. It's funny how you can take the most complimentary sweet email and be like, you're a fucking asshole. She's like, thanks so much. You're right.
I can't have anything. I think it's, I'm more trying to like take that email and pitch it to the audience who maybe looked at, I don't know, like I get that kind of like, because I'm in this world, like I'm on
You're
another.
in the trenches.
I'm in the trenches. I'm also like on Planet Woman, like, you know, hearing the feedback of like, what are you doing here? You know, when I talk about dating, you know how many times I've met a woman who like, oh, what's your podcast about? I'm like, oh, we have a dating podcast. What do you know about dating? And you're like, okay.
Where are you going? Meeting these
There's a lot of angry people out there, Jordana.
Clearly.
Dude, this isn't the suburbs. We're not all in our solarium. I'm out there.
You're out
talking
there, out
to
of the
these-
solarium,
Right.
in the streets, in the mean streets.
Talking to these bitter women
In the
about
trenches,
dating.
yeah.
And you, that is because they go, oh man, you know, the assumption is that I'm just telling people to get into the bar and do the winter challenge of get naked and show off your titties in the bar. Like, that's not what we're doing.
Right.
You know, we're doing like, hey, like really sound, you know, thoughtful. Yeah, go hang out with your married friends.
Yeah.
What? Really? So,
All right. Well,
this is wonderful to hear.
Yes.
I'm sorry to be such a hater.
I
I
don't know. I
came in here with a mood. Did I come in with a mood?
No, I thought you were in a good
I
mood.
think I'm up.
Yeah.
I've got a workout in this morning.
Look
I
at
feel
you.
good. Yeah.
Up and about.
I'm out there.
Okay.
Icky or picky?
Let's do an icky or picky.
J&J, longtime listener, benefits subscriber here with an icky or picky. I'm a woman in my late 30s, recently went on a few dates with a guy in his mid 40s. He was fun, smart, but he used the word yummy every chance he got. A few examples from texts. I'm going to barbecue tonight and eat my potatoes. Yummy. It's a weird sentence without the yummy.
It is a little weird. Weirdly written.
Right. We had our potatoes for dinner. So yummy.
This guy loves potatoes. Is that the weird
Can't get
red
enough
flag?
potatoes. He grew these potatoes in a community
All right,
garden.
he's excited about
Okay.
that. Gives a little more context.
That helps it.
He's
A
excited.
community garden, we're all just sharing potatoes. Okay.
It's on the kibbutz.
After I sent a recipe photo, oh, looks yummy. I've never made it. Is that too many yummies for you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a lot. I really don't like that word.
Yummy?
Yummy.
Right. I'm trying to think of
I would
if
only
ever use
say
yummy.
it to like a small child.
Isn't it yummy?
Yeah, why don't you eat this? It's
yummy.
yummy. I still would feel a little weird about it. You know, Justin Bieber had that whole song, Yummy?
Oh, yeah.
Kind of made me nauseous.
How did it go? You got that? Yummy.
It's like a little sexual, I think, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I never thought of it that way. Now I'll never not think of it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like that word.
I'm trying to think if there's a word a woman could use. I think any word someone commits to as if it was on like
Saying
their
it
word of the day calendar
multiple times,
is
yeah.
like weird. You
Yeah,
know,
if you're saying any word too many times, even once I'd probably let slide. I definitely don't.
when you write a joke, and if you're using the same word twice, it's like a bad move. It's
a bad thing.
You have to like use a different word. So let's keep going on this. So no sexual undertones, just lots of yummies. Every time I saw it, my lady boner deflated a little more.
I don't like the word lady boner.
I'm with you. Okay, this is a good point.
They
you
might be
bring
meant
up.
for each other.
Because they're
Yeah.
right. Because there are words I hear women say that I go, you are now classified to me.
Yes.
I hear
And they're both doing it.
right. Yummy and lady boner are two phylums for me. They're not in the same phylum.
No, but they're both
Both atrocious.
icky.
Yeah.
Yes.
We stopped seeing each other for other reasons, but the cringe stuck with me. Was I being picky because I just wasn't that into him, or is a grown man's constant use of yummy a valid ick? Thanks for keeping the laughs and advice flowing, all yummed out.
I think this is icky.
Yeah, I could understand.
Would you, if a woman just kept using the word yummy?
Nah, I'd still fuck her.
Would you date her though? Could you marry her?
Could I marry her? Yes.
Okay.
It would be tough, but I would hope.
Would you say something?
Here's my hope.
Would you say something?
Yes. That's my hope with Yummy, is that she would say it so much, but I really liked her otherwise, because that's the game here.
Sure.
You really like this person, then you're like, that Yummy thing, get over it, you know?
Every time they say it, it makes you
Right. then I
convulse
go,
a little bit. Yeah.
You know, like... There are things that Yummy's not good for me because I think I could with Yummy, it doesn't affect me as much, but it is annoying.
Mm-hmm.
So over time, I would hope that I have such a love there that I can go, enough with the Yummy. You don't think it's weird?
That you could be honest.
Right, that I could be honest, and then we could move on from it.
I'm trying to think if a man told me a word I was using.
Right.
Would I be like able to take that as in stride?
I was just watching The Bachelor in Paradise, and there was an episode where the guy was like, really, he goes, I'm just being brutally honest. There was an argument that happened. He goes, I'm just being brutally honest with you.
Okay.
And I'm like, this relationship's over. Like,
It's too soon.
Right. Like, you
Brutal
can't
honesty is for like, we're like, there's safety.
right. We have to be together.
Yes.
Yeah, then I can be honest.
Yes.
So like, it's almost too on the outsides. So that, I think with this icky or picky thing is like, for me, yummy doesn't really hit me hard enough. Like, to me, like, something that would get me more.
What's a word you hate?
We have
Lady
a
boner?
game here. Let's lady boner. Yeah, I'd probably be like, ugh. Like, and because it's on the peripherals.
Right.
It's not like a personality trait, but it's enough to like inform.
It's not a personality trait, but it is. If you are someone who would say that, you are someone who would do other things. Maybe
like if
too.
a woman says two different versions. I have two that like really get me. I'm one of the tribe.
Like a Jew?
Yeah, hate
Okay,
that.
don't like that, yeah.
I think you are hacky, horrific. Get out.
Okay, you're out. That's your deal breaker.
Deal breaker. And I don't know why they have to do with being Jewish. Maybe because that's like, that's like a cultural
I could see that being
thing.
an annoying thing.
That's what it hits me more.
Right.
Pizza bagel, get the fuck out. I don't want to hear that you're a pizza bagel. I think that is like
that. Like you're half Italian, half Jewish?
Yeah, half Italian, half Jewish.
Okay.
To me, that's loser on like a next level of loser.
Too cheesy, too
Too
corny.
cheesy, too like thinking you're original, but like
Right.
we've heard that, we know it.
Yeah.
So like those two, I'm just like, we're two different people.
Okay. Those two, you're out.
Right. What are yours?
I really hate anyone who refers to anything, but especially to like a child or something cute, as delicious. Did you ever hear that? Someone calls like a little baby, like, "Oh my God, they're so delicious!" Like,
yeah. Yeah, the word too, like the way it comes off the tongue, delicious.
Yes.
Like there's too much, like
yes,
the sound of it is no good.
Totally. Anyone who refers to themselves or other moms as mama. You ever see that?
I hate those people too.
Yes.
But these are yours. But
hey, mamas.
Oh, hey, mamas.
Yeah.
Like said non-ironically.
I almost wonder, like could you become that person and not know it? And not like, could you fall from like a regular human woman to like a
Jordana,
hey mama's person?
You just said, stop bouncing the ball on my new hardwood floors. Like that's a different version of you.
That's not right.
That wasn't 22-year-old
I know, but
I agree with you.
Is that a hop, skip, and a jump from like,
hey, mamas.
how's it going, mama?
Yeah, you're close.
No, that's a different version of like of that.
No, it's a different version. It's like that saying, like you live long enough to become the villain.
Yeah.
Like I do.
Would you date a woman who said that?
I could see myself dating someone who suddenly started going, "Hey, mamas," which is upsetting to me.
Yeah. That's your fear. That's your big fear of commitment.
That's my fear of commitment, right?
Yeah,
because you don't really
turn
know
into this person,
right? You don't know what people are going to become. Like this gets talked about.
You got this, mama.
Get
vomit.
out of here.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, you kind of, you hear about this with more serious items. You hear about this like with like, after the death of their parents, they just weren't the same.
You started saying things were delicious.
Right, but delicious, like the death of the parents, you go, okay, we got to work on this. This is, we're going to try and get through this together. If your wife starts saying mamas, you can't like have a talk like, hey, how can I help you?
Please,
it's almost
please
worse.
Stop. Yes.
Wow.
It's too late for you. You're already in too deep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's do some words.
You just got to hope they're not that kind of person.
Are these icky or picky? Moist.
I'm not that bothered by moist.
So a guy's like, man, this cake is so moist.
It doesn't bother me that much.
What if he said it 3 times in one date?
That might be a lot. I do think though that like that is a word that you need. It's like the only word that really describes what the muffin tastes like.
Right.
It's moist.
It is such a word. Like
These couch cushions are moist. They need to be dried before anyone can sit on them.
I guess for food, I could understand it more than the couch cushions. The couch
wet.
cushions,
I guess they're wet.
They're a little wet.
Fine.
Got a little moisture going on these couch cushions.
Moisture,
but with
yes.
food,
Yeah.
you're right.
What else? What other word would you use?
Right. It's squishy. No, that's like not even helpful.
That like silly putties was squishy.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I'm just spitballing here. Tummy.
If they were referring to their own stomach, like I have a tummy ache.
I got a tummy ache. The way I just said it right now, I got a tummy ache.
That would be an ick.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
What if a woman said she had a tummy ache?
I'm okay with that. If she referred to my stomach
as your tummy,
as a belly, I'm out.
Okay.
You call my stomach a belly, you call my chest boobs.
Who would call you? That's mean.
Women do this all the time.
Call your chest boobs?
Not me, but like they say this in general.
That's not nice. Yeah.
I'm saying when women,
because if you refer to a woman's stomach as a belly, that wouldn't be nice.
Right. I do. This happens sometimes. I think sometimes it's like a very self-conscious person will like be mean in that way, but then they have the they go, what? That's just the word I use.
No, that's not a nice person.
Oh, so maybe it's not even worth doing an icky or picky. Okay. Noms or nommies. Gonna have some noms. Is that like a snack?
Nom nom.
Nom nom.
One nom is better than two noms. Nom nom.
I got a few nom noms back at the house if you want to like have some wine
bad.
and nom noms.
That's bad.
Yeah, that's yeah, I'm out. Tasty treat.
Once in a while is okay.
Want to go
get a tasty treat?
Tasty treat.
I don't like the word tasty that much.
Yeah, I would.
It's better. Almost better to say, "Do you want to get a tasty treat?" Than "This is tasty. Try it."
That's worse. This is tasty.
Yeah.
No, that's not. That doesn't hit me.
It doesn't bother you?
No, I don't like when people refer to non-food things as tasty, like they're a '90s skateboarder, like delicious. Yeah. Ooh, that was a tasty wave we just rode.
Ugh.
No.
Yeah,
Get
that's
outta
gross.
Here. Yeah.
I agree. That's where I draw the line.
Snacky.
I've never even heard someone.
I'm feeling a little snacky. You down to get
like wanting a snack?
Yeah, I'm a little snacky.
I've never heard really anyone use that before, but I would be okay with it.
I've heard someone say, "Love me my snackies."
Ugh.
Yeah, I'm out.
No,
hate that.
That's just a different
delish.
That's okay.
That's okay.
Yeah.
You know, you brought up delicious. We used to call the baby my good friend the baby.
Yeah.
His nickname was Delicious.
Like Baby Delicious?
No,
is that kind of apple? Apple?
Oh, Baby Delicious apple.
Is that what it's called? A regular delicious apple?
I always thought that was a weird name for an apple.
That is a weird name. It's a little sexual.
It is a little sexual. Well, there was a whole debate over who would be the most delicious in our fraternity.
Okay.
We would talk about it all the time.
What did that mean to be delicious?
You just look at someone and you'd be like, if I ate you, you'd be delicious.
And you would say that about other men in your fraternity?
It's all we talked about. We had like a good month where we debated who was the most delicious in the house. And everyone in the house was like, Mazer is the most delicious in the house. And the baby got so mad that we had all, because he thought he was a delicious. And we were like, no. That guy, Mazer,
this is not sexual.
No.
Delicious, like if you ate them.
This is just men talking about what men talk about. This is letting you inside the mind of men.
This is men talking about what you would taste like if you tasted one.
If we ate you, would you be delicious?
Would you be tasty?
Would you be tasty?
Okay.
And we had one guy in the house that 50 men, all decided that guy would be delicious. And then the baby
Now I understand why you didn't get a summer internship.
We had like screaming matches. And then the baby got so mad that he started calling himself delicious and started saying that he was the most delicious. And we were like, no, dude, you're like fifth.
Now he's got a complex.
A little bit. There was another guy who
Why was he called the baby?
Because he was baby, and then he became the baby.
Okay.
But then there was another guy in our fraternity who we were like, you'd be the most disgusting.
That's not nice.
We all kind of agreed. It was like one of those things that like everyone could go, no, he tastes like cigarettes.
Okay.
Like you could, if you saw him, you'd go, I get it.
Okay.
It's one of those things.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And he agreed also.
He didn't agree, but he knew he couldn't really deny it. Okay, what about saying my truth? That's just my truth. Ugh. Even saying it myself, I wanted to.
What about fill my cup? Need to fill my cup.
No. I think you can say it about other people. This will help. I think it will really help fill your cup.
I could see that.
I think that's okay.
That's better than you're referring to your own metaphorical cup.
Right. Holding space. Fuck off.
No.
Fuck off. I hold
Not unless
space.
it's said in like ironic way.
Right. You got to be ironic with that. You have to be making fun of the person who would say that.
Right.
And we have now made fun of that person so much that if you say it, like
it's almost a little tired.
Right. It's tired, but also like who is still saying that?
Right. It's over.
Let's do another email.
Let's do it. All right. Hi, J&J. Hope you are well and Ron is living his best life with his completely normal singular ball. Yes.
Good email.
Yes. I mean, it's huge balls. Obsessed with the pod. He has one small ball. Okay. Obsessed with the pod.
One tiny nut.
You leave my Ron alone.
Ron's great.
Yes.
I gotta meet this guy.
You gotta meet him.
I
yeah.
gotta meet this guy.
We're gonna have him on at some
I'm
point.
coming to the house
Yes.
for my swim date.
Yes.
I'm ready.
Come over. Obsessed with the pod. As a victim of Catholic school sex ed, I was shook when I learned that what a dental dam is on the first episode I listened to in 2019. Look at us, single-handedly educating America.
That's right.
Still think about that once a week. Thanks for improving my education. I'm looking for your perspective on a trend I'm noticing on Hinge that's nearly got me off my rocker. What do you think of off my rocker?
It's something that I go, oh, really? Okay, I guess that's how you talk.
Yeah. I guess so. Yeah. I typically am very careful with how I engage on Hinge. I work on being a better buyer and not getting personally offended by bad profiles. But lately it seems like every man that matches me is figuring out his relationship type. I'm a straight woman in her 30s and I want kids, marriage, all the things. I'm just confused if men in their 30s are really out here having, let's say, at least 10 years of dating experience already and still not sure whether monogamy or polyamory is right for them. For context, I live in a major West Coast city. Okay, that helps.
Thank you.
There are more men than women here, so the odds are in their favor. Odds are good, but the goods are odd.
That's what they always say.
Yes. Am I reading too much into this? Are they just leaving the door open to date and sleep with multiple women at once?
Yes.
I have another conspiracy theory, which is that Hinge is going to feed me people that don't match my relationship preference until I cave and purchase their premium plan. Okay. Maybe she needs to get off the app. Sorry.
She's saying a lot that makes me think she lives in like the Bay Area.
Yeah, I'm getting that vibe.
Because it's very like, the algorithm is against me. It's very, the numbers, there's more men than women.
Right.
She's stuck on a lot of things. Yeah.
She's seen many an algorithm in her day.
Yes.
I recently felt a little spicy and trolled a guy on this topic, screenshot attached. I'm not super proud of it, but I figured I can at least submit it for the pod for research purposes. Although he didn't really answer my question, curious your thoughts. And yes, I'm also trying to date in the wild, but my opinion on being a better buyer is you need to shop where the product is. And the reality is that the deepest pool of single men is on Hinge. So I try to do both. Unhinged monogamist. Should we read
picture the street they live on in San Francisco.
Yeah.
Just based on this email. And we don't know. I'm just saying this
is a type.
This is a type where you're like, there's more men, so I'll go to where more men are. Like, I would actually give her feedback of like, that's not right. I don't think that's actually like
more is not more.
Right.
Necessarily.
Right.
Yes.
More is just more annoyance, which is where you're at.
Right.
You're at the point where you're like playing around.
She's trying to math it out.
Right.
Yeah.
And now she's so annoyed by it that she's trolling people that she doesn't even like.
Right.
So that's the point. Like, this is an intervention. And listen, we've all needed that intervention.
An intervention for you, not for these guys.
Like,
just for the record.
You should get off the app, but I do appreciate that she did this for the pod.
No,
so
I agree. I'll be her, you be him. And it seems like they're in the middle of a conversation, right?
Well, it kind of looks like he might have responded to her. He writes, super fun. Where did you all go?
So I'm assuming he responded to a prompt or they were speaking for a little bit.
Right. Because it kind of looks like he responded to like a prompt of like where she traveled.
Right.
So super fun. And
she's saying on his profile, he has not sure what he's looking for.
I guess so.
That's an option?
It is an option, or my dating.
Is polyamory an option to put?
I think it might be, yes.
Okay.
Let's read it.
Okay.
Super fun. Where did you all go? And he writes it with exclamation points. Like, he's done nothing wrong at this point.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not much has been said. Right.
Yeah.
Hey, blank, sorry to troll you, but you're about the 75th man in their 30s who's figuring out their relationship type.
That is an option you can click.
Okay. Just wondering what that means to you. Like, are you genuinely trying to decide if polyamory is right for you? Are you trying to just hook up with multiple women at once? Have you reached 3 decades on this earth and you are still not sure?
Oy.
Also, are you not even reading people's profiles and seeing what they want, that it is 0% matches what you've said you want? I'm sorry, but like, come on.
She needs to get off the app.
Finish the.
You need a better outlet. I suggest journaling. And no, I don't overanalyze profiles. My match rate is probably less than 1%. Oh, this is the most San Francisco match ever. It's not worth spending more than 5 to 10 seconds on a profile. Good luck. I hope you find happiness. Maybe take a break from online dating. if the guy you're matching with tells you that you
need to
should
take a
take a break
break
in the nicest way I've ever seen a man say that,
Yeah.
he's saying that, like we get sent the worst of the worst.
Well, she's basically yelling at him.
Right.
Yeah.
When he was like, hey, super fun. Where did you all go? Like, there's like.
This is like yelling at someone in the coffee shop when they accidentally took your order or something.
I mean, I would say it's like yelling at someone in the coffee shop for saying, what'd you get? That looks good. What'd you get? These men today don't know what they're looking for. Hey, you should probably take a break. Like this is, I really appreciate, and I don't want to, I'm not just saying this.
Yeah.
Like I love that she wrote it.
Thank you for writing it.
Thank you for writing.
You need to take a break.
Well,
Yeah.
The power of this show to me is we're all like, I feel heard.
Yeah.
I've been as annoyed as she is. And we're, there's different levels. And, before we get into this, let me just tell this woman that the fact that, I always admit to that for women, the fear of being attacked, and being
Physically.
murdered,
Sure. Yeah.
is a real fear that men don't have.
I agree. I don't see what that has to do with this, though.
This is a side street that I'm going down.
This is just a reminder.
This is just a reminder. Okay. The fact that she has no fear of this guy screenshotting it and going on TikTok and going, look what this fucking crazy person did.
Right.
It's kind of the new version.
Well,
I would be so, I've been as angry as her. And I write it out of what I would want to say. And then I go, no, she's going to screenshot it and it's going to be face to camera and look at how these men are. And she has no thought of that in her head whatsoever. And it's an interesting thing that it's like my.
Do most men have that fear that you have, or do you have that fear because you're like a public personality?
I think more and more men are starting to get that fear
Of
being the dunked on.
Okay.
One. And I'm just saying it's interesting.
Here's the thing. A little bit of that fear.
Not
that's
bad.
Okay.
Again, in the same way, a little bit of fear of being, murdered is probably good because you're safer and you walk a little bit slower.
Sure. Yeah. Just like a little bit of fear of being outed as like a sexual deviant.
Totally.
Whatever it is. That's okay. You might
That's
not
okay.
think again about sending someone a picture of their penis.
Right.
Sure.
But this one where it lands in the middle.
Sure. Yeah.
Again, we're not saying you know what we're not saying. But this is it's just interesting to me that this is like new fears.
Right.
But to go back to this email, she wants an answer to her question, and let me answer it for her. I do agree it's annoying to write for someone to post not sure of my dating goals when they're in their 30s because it seems like a lie. Well, let me just tell you, it is a lie. You're right. That's why she's so annoyed because she's right. She knows she's right.
Okay.
He knows what he wants. Here's the problem.
What does he want?
He wants to go on dates with a girl and see what happens. And of course, he's hoping that he falls in love and thinks this person's amazing.
Isn't that what all men want, though?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But there's no, I've actually thought, I think I've said this to you before where I'm like, maybe I should stop saying I'm looking for a relationship.
Right.
Because the setup becomes, if I go on some dates and have a great time, but then I go, you know what, this isn't the match for me. It's almost like a bigger letdown. It almost becomes this bigger breakup than I want it to be. So I'm saying a lot of men opt out.
Well, it becomes more personal that way.
Right.
Yes.
You're nailing it because so this guy, and I think what a lot of men are doing, and I'm speaking for me, so it must be a lot of men where they're going, why would I say I'm looking for a relationship at all? If it's going to be when I'm on a dating app and I'm going to match with someone where I'm like, hey, let's see. And maybe I get to know someone and I go, you know what? They're great, but I'm not there. And it's like, and we get those emails all the time, but they wrote, you're looking for a relationship. Well, not with you.
Right. But I think we've reiterated this enough times where it's like that the answer to that question is stupid. Someone answering that question doesn't tell you anything.
Right. That's why she's getting mad at something that
I actually think this is
nothing.
but this is almost better. Because she's like, okay, I want someone who's sure that they are like gung-ho looking for a relationship. And this person is already, you matched with them, knowing that you matched with them, right?
Right.
It has to be like a two-way match. So just stop matching with people who write, I don't know. If that's something that you feel is something that's really important to you.
Right. Because if they're putting that, they are being honest.
Right. So why is she like matching with them and then yelling at them?
Because because she's saying my profile says I'm looking for a relationship.
Okay.
So why would you match with me?
Because
that's really her anger.
Well, he's not saying not looking for a relationship.
Right. But
Right.
that's why that section is stupid. We need to get away from that section.
I agree. But I also think that she's yelling at someone where it's not, they haven't done anything wrong. He's trying to be more honest than before. And she, instead of just being like, okay, great, this person has let me know they are not like advertising that they're looking for a relationship. Let me not swipe right on them. Well, instead, she's swiping. It's like matching on someone who's brunette and then screaming at them that they're not blonde.
You know what? Well, let's go back to her email. I go on Hinge because it's a deeper pool of men. Again, if you're operating on this whole numbers thing, then you're like, well, what are you doing here? I'm here with all the people looking for relationships.
Right.
You can look at my profile. So that's why she's getting mad.
Right.
Because she's like, one of the, the pool is lying to me.
Lying is not really the word that is accurate here. I think she's a little jaded. This is very much like burnt out.
Yes. Well, we crave efficiency. We use a dating app like we use Uber.
But she can get efficiency herself.
Right. And
the efficiency is not about controlling what other people do. It's about controlling what you do with that information.
You're completely right. I think she wants us to be as easy as Uber. And we're saying that it's different than Uber. When you order an Uber, it comes right to your door. It knows where you're going before you. You don't have to say a word. Just takes you to the place you wanted to go, and you know exactly how much time it'll take from them to get to you and for you to get to the place.
Right.
And we're saying a dating app is not going to be that. For her, she wants all the information before she even goes.
Right.
He's looking for a relationship. He knows what he wants. He's this. And it's like, that isn't going to be what you end up wanting. Again, to go back to like getting to know your nieces and nephews. Mm-hmm. It's going to be a little work to make it feel great.
It's not just going to, there's no way to eliminate all the variables.
Right. And one of the variables is I'm out here looking and I'm hoping someone makes me so delusionally in love. And I'm saying this is a very male thing. I feel this way too. I want to be so carried away that I go, fuck it.
How romantic.
Well, that's kind of what it is for a lot of men. I'll reference my brother and his wife. Mm. He works in an industry, that's as weird as mine. He's a coach and he works in the NFL and you move around a lot. And everyone kept saying to him, and his wife is a sports reporter, moves around a lot. Both are, doing their careers. And everyone said to them, what are you going to do about the
travel?
What if you want to get a job? What if this? What if that? And they both were like, well, whatever.
Right.
That was like so not a concern to them.
Yeah.
And it was such a feedback thing from everyone else. So that's them going, fuck it.
I'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. Yeah. And so good for them. That makes me very proud of them. That makes me envious of them.
Right.
And I think that's like the envy a lot of single men have for the ones that have gotten into this, kind of crossed over into that world, into the relationship world.
Right.
Is like, wow. Because this guy who's like, I'm not sure what I want, he's being honest.
That's what I'm saying. But she keeps talking about how we've taught her to be a better buyer. A better buyer, in this case,
uses the information.
Is swiping left.
Right.
And a better buyer means a better buyer for you.
Right.
So if she's like, I don't want to date anyone who isn't, I would like to be in a relationship as soon as possible, that's fine.
Right.
Swipe left.
This is always
if someone doesn't write looking for a serious relationship. I don't think that means that they're going to be looking for a serious relationship with you necessarily.
Right.
But if you're like, I don't want someone who's open to just hooking up with people, who's okay with that, who's not tired of that, swipe left.
Right.
Don't swipe right and then yell at them.
She made the mistake of your dating opinions are for podcasts and blog posts, not for the dating website.
Right. Yes.
Okay, that's it.
Yes, leave the innocent man alone.
Right. Let's play some games. But before we do, if you have an email, uup@betches.com. Send in your emails. We love emails. We love these real scenarios. I love that she sent a screenshot because that really gave us so much.
So much more than just telling us.
It's such a great email.
Your version. We get the raw materials.
Do the summer dating
Exhibit
challenge.
Exhibit
A. All right, let's play some games. We're sponsored by Bailey's non-dairy liqueur made with oat milk. So we're putting a little twist on the game again. We'll read your emails, tell you whether you should opt out or opt out. Same game, red flag, opt out. And if it's a deal breaker, opt out. Opt out means red flag. We're cool with it. It's going to be okay because, you know, we do love Bailey's non-dairy liqueur made with oat milk.
Get on it.
Right.
If you haven't tried it yet.
They got cookies and creamy. They got coffee toffee. All right. Let's play the game. You ready?
Yes.
J&J, huge fan. Red flag or deal breaker for you. My boyfriend 40 and I, 33, have been dating for almost a year. We have been on trips together and don't travel particularly well. But we have shared values and interests, and I love him. Man, that is one of those you're like, well, good luck.
Well, I like that she's being like upfront about what
Right.
their major issue is. And here's the thing. I think most couples have like one thing that they just have never fully figured out.
What's your thing? You and Mike, do you have a thing where you're like, we don't do this well? And again, that is a tough thing to admit because, especially I think for women, this
Right.
idea that like, it isn't all fluffy and fairy tales. You know,
Sure.
there's like, because I don't think anyone wants to go around saying, yeah, my husband and I don't travel well together.
Right.
It's a little just, it's not glam, you know, like
Yeah.
it's glam to be like, oh, and we go to Italy and he sits, you know.
Right. It's our thing.
Right,
We go every year.
right,
We do it.
We're
yeah.
all in linens all the time. Yeah.
No, we have, I would say we're not like in tandem hosts. Not that this is like a recurring major issue. There's definitely another one that I just, for some reason, I haven't
Yeah.
thought of. I'll let you know. But like he is, and we've been hosting over the summer. He is much more like, you need to put that in like a proper bowl, or like you can't serve just that.
Right. You can't put the chips out, just the bag. Like it's got to be in a bowl.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's very much about like the presentation and like the hosting and like being a really good host.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why would I host anyone if it's just a job for me all day long? Like, why would I want to have anyone over if I'm just constantly serving people? Like, I want to relax too. Otherwise, why is this fun?
Aren't we supposed to be having fun? Like I'm not doing this so that next time I can go to another house and be a slob at their house.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where we, I mean, it's nice that he's like on top of it, but I'm like, so then be on top of it. Like this isn't how I'm doing things.
Now I want to go to a party at your house. I just want to see
watch
you
us
two
fighting about,
sparring.
Well, he'll be like, Jordana, like, where are you? Like the guests need a drink. I'm like, there's a fucking like bar over there.
There are the cups. Go get it.
Well, I'm just like, I'm having a conversation with someone. Like I'm having people over. I'm the entertainment.
Right.
I'm
the clown.
You're the catering company.
Yeah, you
know what
go
I mean?
do it.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I'm
I'm just
with
kind of
you.
like, I'm here to like socialize and have a good time.
Right.
So
I like that.
We get into that one a lot. You know?
Okay, so let's go to the email. But we have shared values and interests, and I love him. He's sweet, caring, and stable. We work in the same field and challenge each other professionally. When I travel, I love to get up and go, explore where we're visiting, and go on adventures. My boyfriend is laid back, wants to lounge in bed, start the day in the afternoon. We're going. What are you? Are you a get up and go on vacation person or lay in bed until the afternoon person?
I think I'm like somewhere in between. I'm not trying to like wake up at the crack of dawn every day,
Right.
but like it depends what the activity is also and how much time we have.
Uh-huh.
But if I'm at like a nice hotel, like especially with one with a beach or a pool, I'm like, I want to be like up, get breakfast, go sit by the pool. But I'm not like rushing up to like go walk around the city.
I'm with you, but if my partner is in bed until the afternoon,
The afternoon is crazy.
I am like, I don't know if I can
That's what I'm
do
saying.
that.
I think there's a middle ground. Like, okay, we'll be leaving the hotel by 10.
Right. That's
Like
look,
we're
let's-
up by 9 latest.
or I don't like this thing of couples having to wake up at the same time. Like if one wants to sleep a little bit longer, one wants to get up earlier.
Sure.
But we have a drop dead date. Like
Yes.
there's a time where like we are leaving
Where are
at this
you?
time.
Yes.
That's We're going on an international trip to France this fall. He mentioned to me that he's not planning to adjust to the time change. Wait, what? What?
So it's funny that he's like, I'm just me.
Right.
I'm not planning to adjust.
Can't
As
wait
if
for-
like he's traveling alone.
Right, can't wait for France. So what are you going to do there?
That's
crazy.
That's crazy. It'd be one thing if he was like, what do you think of this idea I have?
Right.
We don't adjust, which is what I did in LA.
You did do this.
I did this in LA. I was in bed by like 8:30 p.m.
I was like, Jordana, you want to go get dinner? And she was like, well, you want to go
No, I said,
at
you said,
4:30?
I said, what time is the reservation?
Yeah.
You said 8. I said,
Sorry. I appreciate it. LA makes more sense on a business trip.
Right.
Because like, hey, I'm going back to my business.
right. But if I were with someone, it would have to be a discussion. It wouldn't
Totally.
be like, I'm staying on New York time. What are you doing? Sorry, go on.
We're going, no, you're good. He mentioned to me that he's not planning to adjust to the time change. He's planning to go to bed at 4 a.m. local time, 10 p.m. our time, and wake up at 1 p.m. local time, virtually sleeping the entire day away to optimize for returning home more easily. This is someone that needs to try and enjoy life.
Yes.
They think they're enjoying life,
They think they're like gaming the system.
but honestly, they're gaming the system for getting back to work. Like,
They're
you know
not
what I
like,
mean?
all right, what's the point of going on the trip?
Right,
Why
like,
not just not go and then you never have to adjust?
right. And like, honestly, like you're making sure that you're not tired at work. Like
But even
on
keep going.
company time.
Keep going.
Okay. It's more important to note he doesn't have a traditional 9-to-5 job.
That makes
My
it worse.
God, he's a writer. So
He's a
wouldn't
writer?
this is not a very writer, or maybe it is. I don't know. So wouldn't feel the pressure of having to wake up early upon our return. We're not travel compatible, which I already knew, but I love him in our day-to-day life. So what do you think? Is this insane behavior? Sleepless in France.
I'm surprised this doesn't like go over to other areas of life because this does seem
Right.
like this is a certain kind of person. Here's the thing. I understand what he's like wants to do. Like he's trying to make his future self. He's trying to sacrifice for his future self. I would have this when drinking a lot. Like now as I've gotten older, if I have like 2 drinks, I wake up in the middle of the night and it just totally fucks up my sleep. But if I know I have like a fun event coming up, I'm like, okay, I'm just going to I'm going to go and have fun. And then I'm going to accept that I'm going to have a bad night's sleep.
Right. I'm with you. It is strange. Everything's perfect, but on his vacations, he's doing this. Like it doesn't
seem like it would
this
be
is a
isolated.
personality type.
Yeah.
Like to be like, and it also seems like the type of personality that's a little selfish.
Right. It's not like, what do you think of this idea for us?
Right. This isn't
And
a
then be
fun
like,
vacation to
that's
take
not
with
a wee
someone.
trip.
Right. Are we just going to go to France and like come back with our own individualized experiences? Like,
Yeah.
listen,
And I think it's one thing, you wake up a little earlier, go to the gym, do your own thing. I'll
Right.
wake up a little later. That's fine. That's a discussion.
right. There's things you need. Like I
Right.
need to have, I can't wake up and have a buffet breakfast. Like that would be like, I would understand if someone's like, I need to have like a light breakfast before we get started. So if you want to go to the buffet and you want to do your thing, go ahead. But like, let's plan on leaving at 10. Like, you know what I mean?
yeah.
There's no negotiation here.
Right. That's what I'm saying. He's like, this is what I think that's the weirdest part. He's like, this is what I'm doing.
I'm trying to think like how would he come to her and be like, hey, what do you think of us waking up?
Mike has said that kind of thing to me, but more to like adjust to the new time of the place we're going. He'll be like, what do you think if we each night we go to bed a little earlier so that like we're kind of more on in time with whatever country we're going to?
Well, that's kind of the advice people give you is they go, when you land wherever you land, you go by their time.
Right.
That's like the move. But
I just don't think it'd be fun to do that alone. Then you're like, what's the point of traveling with someone?
I think it'd be awkward to do it alone. Like I travel alone. I've gone
Right.
to Europe and Australia, and these are the kind of like even I wouldn't want to do this alone.
Right.
Like, but I guess that's saying we're two different people. But like doing it alone would almost be easier. If I was with my girlfriend or wife, and it wouldn't be fun. It'd be weird.
Right. It would just take away from like the idea of you're going on this trip together as like a shared experience. He's basically talking about his own experience on something you guys are doing together.
Yeah. I'm not
I
gonna
think-
say. I mean, they're married,
No, boyfriend.
boyfriend, girl.
They're dating almost a year.
To me, there's a talk here.
I agree. It's like, are we going on this trip together? Or I'm like, is this your trip that I happen to be coming on that you're doing your own thing for?
Right. I'm gonna opt out.
I agree, because I think this is indicative of some other stuff in the relationship.
Right. This is a personality trait, not just like a quirk.
Yes.
Why are we even going? And I'm like, I think the other plays to a relationship, maybe they're just less apparent.
Right.
Like, oh, he does this, he sleeps in, and I go
Right.
and have half a day, and we love hanging out for the hour a day that our days
Yeah.
match up. It's like, what?
This
Like,
sounds like someone who would be like, oh, I'm not coming to your mom's birthday dinner because like I'm going to sleep at 8.
right. Oh, it's at yeah,
Right.
your mom's birthday dinner is at 11 a.m.
I'll be napping.
Sorry, that's my nap time.
Right. That just seems like someone who's just out for themselves.
Right.
Let's play some opt out or opt out with some, like, we'll do a lightning round, travel compatible.
Okay. Travel compatible or not? Let's checks a full-size suitcase for a 2-night trip.
I'm with a man who does this. That's an opt out.
You're opt out.
Can't have more clothes than me.
Yeah.
Let's say she does like fashion. She takes a lot of pictures for fashion. Her
2-day trip can't go overhead?
Yeah.
No.
Not for you.
Opt out.
So you're ending it.
I think I'm out.
I don't think you would end it.
2-night trip, you can't get into the overhead?
She's like, I have my midday outfit. I have my evening outfit.
What are you wearing winter coats? You have 3 different
You're
winter
gonna
coats?
be like, this isn't going to work?
I think...
Dump her at the airport?
I think like the guy, there's other things at play here.
That's fair.
Like, that's
She's a little higher
personality.
maintenance. Okay.
Wants to see where the day takes us. No itinerary, no plans.
That's okay if we've been dating for 4 months. If this is any date 1 to 5, then I'm out. That's lazy.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, so you think once you're in the relationship, this is a good way to go?
Yeah, if we're in a relationship, it's like a Saturday morning, we're like, let's just see where the day goes.
Well, this is a trip. So this is a travel companion. So travel companion.
Yeah, I would do
You're
this.
going with him to, let's call
We'll do it as we go.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
It's a freebie day. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
okay.
we're like in a new city. We're just kind of like going to walk around and see, this place looks interesting. Let's get lunch here. I'll look up whatever the attractions are in the city. I think that's
right.
fine.
I'm with you. Needs a daily nap, no matter the country, time zone, or activity.
That's both Mike and I. I would say this is the way we are most compatible. We are most compatible in that we both love a good midday
So
nap.
you guys wake up and you're like, okay, what time are we working in this nap?
Yes. Actually, that's my entire family. That's the one thing.
Really?
I remembered that when everyone was staying here. At like 3 p.m., everyone is sleeping.
You are a siesta family?
We are a siesta family. That is the only, on our family trips, that is the only thing that was planned. Was like, there's no plans for what we're doing, but like from 3 to 4, if you walked around like my house or the hotel or whatever, like everyone would be sleeping.
I am from a family of like, you did what? You're sleeping? Where did you go? Like, it was like,
And now it brings us back to our Love is Blind debate about the napping.
Yeah, don't nap in my parents' house.
So she wants to nap. You guys are going to Aruba?
My dad's a big napper. I would only agree to a nap. It's got to be, the best nap in the world is the post-beach.
nap.
Everyone
Little
knows
drunk.
that. Little drunk. Yeah, everyone knows that. But you got to rally. My thing, it would be incompatible to me if someone took a nap and goes, I'm just going to.
I think I'm in for the night.
That to me,
Okay. That's fair.
goodbye.
That's
Over.
fair.
I need a rallier.
Okay.
Refuses to try any local food unless it's been Yelp reviewed.
People still look at Yelp.
I used to date someone who would like go on Google Maps and they wouldn't go below a certain number.
I won't eat at a
ratings.
restaurant with a B.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not an opt out. So
Yeah, I don't think I would do well with like an intense foodie.
let's do another red flag deal breaker. You
Okay.
ready?
J&J back on the dating apps and open to meeting people IRL after a year of no dating. I'm 34 and female. I matched with a guy on Bumble and he told me that he's 37 and just got out of a 4-year relationship. He said he hasn't been single for more than 2 to 3 months since he was 15 years old. Red flag or deal breaker? Seems weird to me that he hasn't been single longer, especially considering he's never been married. Looking forward to hearing your take. Signed, a single for 6 years Betch.
It's funny. It's like damned if you do, damned if you don't.
I'd be like, this guy loves a long-term relationship.
Right.
He commits.
But then you go, well,
Why can't he be alone?
Why can't he be alone? Like, why can't he?
I mean,
does he commit just to commit so that because he's so insecure about finding someone new, and then wears you as his relationship as his girlfriend, and then just tosses you aside?
That's one way to look at it.
Right.
Potentially.
Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of think it's. I would be into it. I'd be like, all right. I would ask questions about why the previous relationships ended. Mm-hmm. Like, is he someone that dates multiple people for like 4 or 5 years and then just suddenly breaks up with them? Mm-hmm. But I'm like, okay, this guy is looking for a relationship.
I'm with you that anyone's dating scenario deserves one date. Mm-hmm. Deserves. I hate that.
To hear, you want to hear
Let's
more
hear
context.
it out. Like the idea. I just got divorced a month ago.
Yeah.
One date's fine.
Don't you think it's a good sign if someone's like, I really like being in a relationship?
Yeah. No, but I that's kind of what I'm looking for. Yeah, but I just think like it's like a Three Bears situation.
Right.
Like, he just got out of a relationship. He just was he's never not been in a relationship.
There is a feeling, would he date anyone?
Right. And it's like, so there's a point where you go, you got to do the one date and be unafraid of these questions.
Yes. Ask
Hey,
more.
what do you think you've changed since you've been getting in relationships? Like what's your, like, you know,
Right.
they have a thing in golf called a swing thought.
Why haven't you ever like pulled the trigger with any of these people?
Right. What's been the problem? Is it something about you? Have you kind of, and if they're like, well, they're all horrible, that's not
that's
a
a
really
bad
great
answer.
answer.
Yeah.
If it's, I've been thinking a lot about that. I guess I tend to like get insecure about, meeting someone new, and then, if they have like a vulnerable
sometimes I really
answer.
like being in a relationship, and I haven't really like thought about like the end.
Right. And
the
to say at 15, like, I don't give a shit about your 15.
Right.
Like, yeah, I would opt
out.
out. I'm going to opt
Opt
out
out.
to the person who has been in relationships their whole life since the womb.
Yes.
Let's do one more.
Okay.
Jared, Jordana, and Ronnie.
Ronnie, if you're listening.
Yeah.
When I was in LA, Mike said he was playing the podcast like for those speakers, and the dog was very confused.
That's hilarious. Ah, Ronnie. Hey, Ronnie.
Probably knows you too. Probably feels like he already knows you.
Who is this guy? Huge fan here. I've been loving the pod for over a year and just became a benefit subscriber. I also caught Jared's show in Raleigh last fall, and seriously, the millennial humor, 10 out of 10, top notch. Haven't laughed that hard in ages.
That could be you.
That could be you, Denver, San Francisco, Winnipeg, if you exist in Winnipeg, and Rhode Island, Providence. Anyways, I'll jump right in. Also, the special, it's coming.
It's coming.
It's coming.
Something's coming.
It's so.
Something's coming.
Anyways, I'll jump right in. I've got a red flag or deal breaker. I'm 36, just matched with a guy on Hinge. Let's call him John, who's 38. Things move fast. We deleted the apps after a week.
Wow.
It's a wow. Not unheard of at 38.
Not crazy.
I don't think this is crazy.
Yeah.
About a month into the relationship, I get promoted. Woo. And John takes me out to celebrate.
Sounds nice.
Love this. Fancy dinner, good vibes. He even tells me he's falling for me.
Can't beat that.
Pretty much a perfect evening. After dinner, we hit a rooftop bar at a hotel. It's not crowded, and where we're sitting has a clear view of the bar. At one point, John gets up to grab us another round. I'm on the couch when some random girl makes a beeline to him, starts chatting him up. I think, interesting. Let's see where this goes.
This is what we like to call a test.
Yes. I just love, okay. Let's see. Let's see how Papa plays this.
It's a test.
7 to 10 minutes later, they're still deep in conversation. So I get up and walk over to say hi. And I catch him literally putting his phone number into her phone. Naturally, I'm upset. Things get tense fast. And the night kind of spirals from there. His drunken excuse, she was asking about work and banking and wanted his number. Rest in peace to John.
Well,
so, is this a
we'll
red
get
flag
into
or deal breaker? The guy you've been exclusively dating for a month, giving his number to another woman while you're celebrating your promotion. And following up, does being drunk excuse this at all? Thanks for everything you do. I look forward to every episode. A promo or no-mo betch.
okay. I agree. John is in danger.
John, I feel for John because there's no...
Well, here's my question. Is it better for John that he gave her his number and didn't take hers? I think a little bit.
Yeah, I guess.
But like, why was he talking to her? I guess is my question.
Here's the thing. I'm not going to defend... I'm defending the
listen,
guilty here.
He's not like in the range of infractions. This is like not great, but I wouldn't call this like horrendous.
This is the minus. Like if you go pros and cons of like starting with someone very quickly.
Yeah.
This is on the con list, is that you don't really know who they are.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't know if they're kind of like, you haven't seen them like how they act.
Yeah. You haven't seen them in other situations.
Right. Because there is a brand of dude out there. And listen, I've been accused of this while in a relationship myself of like, you didn't know she was hitting on you? And you're like, no, she like works in banking and like had questions about banking. And I'm passionate about my job and I was answering about that. And I guess I got carried away with, and now that I look at it from your view,
right,
I go, yeah, I guess that is a bad look. And like, she brings up the promotion. Like, I don't think he's like, when you say it the way she said it, and listen, I don't think he's right, but I'm saying the way she puts it's like, would you, red flag or deal breaker, the guy you've been exclusively dating for a month gives his number to another woman while you're celebrating your promotion.
I agree.
That's
while you're out with him. I think the
Right.
real thing is like
We're
while
out.
you're physically out together.
Right.
That's more of like the weird part.
But this is
it's
the way it
almost-
gets told back to you,
Right.
because I've been John, where you didn't know that woman she was like throwing herself at you, and you're like, what? Like, because you're not even
Right.
thinking of it. You're like, oh, I got my girlfriend
I
over there.
get-
Like,
right.
it'd be crazy to give your number out within earshot of
Yeah.
your girlfriend. Like, I don't
It's
think he's
almost
stupid.
so absurd that it like would have to be innocent.
Right.
Right. Here's the thing. I could see how this would happen in a non-complete sleazeball douchebag way. I could see how it could happen. Does it look bad? Yes.
Optics are horrible.
What if what if the situation were reversed? You're out with a woman you've been seeing, she goes to the bathroom, someone starts speaking to her, you walk up to say, hello.
Hey, how's it going, guys? What's going on?
She's in the middle of putting her number into a guy's.
Puts her finger up to
could
me.
you give me 1 second?
Yeah, 1 second. I'm just putting my number in his phone.
And then she's like, he wanted to talk about banking.
I would have to believe it.
The first time, I think I would have to believe it. That's the thing.
This is the point of the
Right.
1 month in. You
Right.
go, is he?
If this is happening,
Is this what she does?
Right. This was happening at her birthday dinner.
Right.
It would be a red flag. It would be an opt-out.
Yeah, I'm opt-out.
If this was like a thing, if I started seeing, I would be on the lookout for other things. It would make me like have my antenna up.
Right.
But that in itself, I don't think is a reason to end it. Because I could see how this could. He sounds like she says there's a woman who makes a beeline for him. So a woman comes up to him, starts talking to him. It's not crazy that he wouldn't be like, "Fuck you, get out of here."
This is her, and it's a red flag for me. It's her view is different than his view.
Yeah.
We have to acknowledge that. She's getting the wide angle. She sees a woman sprint over for her guy. He is looking at the bartender. He doesn't see her do a 40-yard dash to him.
Right.
Like I'm just saying, like her angle is one of different than his. So he's ordering the drinks. A woman says to him, "Hey, what did you?" I don't know how that conversation starts.
Right.
Also,
maybe she thinks she recognizes. I don't know.
right? It would even be. Yeah,
I guess
that's a
what would
different
she? What
email.
is she saying to him? I would ask like, I feel a little I just feel a little weird about like what happened. Could you just tell me like how this unfolded?
Right. I would.
Would you be offended at being asked that?
No, not at all.
Right.
How did this unfold? You wouldn't believe it. I'm having a drink. I'm getting our drinks, and all of a sudden, this woman just was like, "I love your shoes," and I was like, "Oh, thank you." And she goes, "What do you do?" And I was like, "Oh, I work in banking." Oh my God, I work in banking. I just started yesterday. I work at this bank. What do you do? Oh, we're in the same industry. Like, I guess I could see it. To not know it's flirting, I can
Especially with the
understand.
number, right? Yeah.
You go,
I do think it'd be much worse if he was taking her number.
let me give you my number. No. Well, I guess I
So you
wouldn't
don't
think of it that way.
I would.
I
I'd be
understand what
he's
you're saying.
asking for. If he is initiating the
Oh,
number,
let me get your number so that I can text
right.
you. Yeah.
That is like shadier and weirder to me.
I think it'd be worse if they exchanged like Instagram. Like a number almost makes it more business.
Yeah.
It's not like he was like, "Give me your last name. Let me find, your spring break pictures." I'm not saying. I think if also the argument.
I guess, like,
matters.
what would
the argument matters too? If she goes to him and goes, "Hey, you're just giving out your number in front of me at a restaurant, like that we're on our night."
I think he'd have to. Right.
And if
He'd
he
have to
said,
acknowledge.
that's I guess from your angle, I can understand why that's a bad look, and he has to acknowledge
right, that would be like a weird thing for, because I think like if you saw again a woman giving her number to a guy that you were out with after 1 month, you're taking her out to celebrate her promotion.
I would have questions.
Right.
That is, and if she didn't allow me, if she became angry at those questions, then we have a huge issue.
But it also depends how is she bringing it up? Is she just screaming at you, or is she like,
right? Hey, what happened?
What's
there?
going on there?
Right.
Who's your girlfriend?
Right. But it is funny because like I've had that instance where it's like, and she beelined up, and you go, I've never, like, it's like I was single for years. Not one woman ever beelined up to me.
Like we
Like
can,
all
we can
of a
smell
sudden,
it.
right?
And now I'm with this crazy person who won't let me
Right.
talk to anyone.
Why would I date you? Well,
Worst
we
nightmare.
solved dating again.
So thanks everyone for writing in, and thank you again to our sponsor, Bailey's non-dairy liqueur made with oat milk. I don't know about you, but I think we should have Bailey's made with oat milk in our coffee more often. I love the cookies and creamy. It is so delicious. It's the perfect poolside drink.
So Opt Oat with Bailey's non-dairy liqueur made with oat milk. Please drink responsibly. Bailey's non-dairy liqueur, 17% alcohol by volume. Paddington Limited, New York, New York. Do not forward to anyone under 21. We did it. We solved dating.
Be back on Friday.
Boom.